don't think anyone seeing that footage would think it was acceptable or appropriate.
For those of you who are talking about this who have no clue what you're talking about, listen up. See these long things that you think are whips in the pictures of the border agents on horses? They're reins. This goes into the horse's mouth, over the head, split reins, which means one is on each side. Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of Heavy Duty Country. I had to break out one of the old cowboy hats for this one. I just want to start this one off by saying that if you have no idea about the topic of conversation, it's probably good to just keep your mouth shut. Like, don't talk about it. Find something better to talk about. Maybe something that you've studied, maybe something that your boyfriend does, your girlfriend, your pronouns, whatever. Now, this is something that I feel like I should talk about because I rodeoed for several years and I ranched for several years. And let me tell y'all have it so damn wrong. It's not even funny. Like, all of us who kind of know something about horses, about the entire field of it, are just looking at you like they're just looking for an excuse to get triggered at this point. So clearly we have a problem at the border. That's no one's fault but Sleepy Joe's and Kamala's. No one's fault. You can say whatever you want about it, but it's their fault. They're in charge of it. So our border patrol are having to work double time, triple time, pretty much work all the damn time to figure it out. And so there's been a whole bunch of pictures that have emerged of border patrol agents on horses rounding up people that are literally trying to get in as we speak. And oh boy, did social media blow up about it. Let's take this picture, for example. This is what people thought about this picture. Oh my God, he's whipping him. God, what are we back in the slave times? First of all, are we collecting them and making them our slaves? So that wouldn't even make sense. Second, for those of you who are talking about this who have no clue what you're talking about, they're reins. These aren't even really long enough to be used as whips. Second part of it, just so the White House understands this, because Psaki is answering questions saying, oh my God, it's deplorable. We can't whip people.
Here are photographs and reports of border agents on horseback using what appear to be whips on Haitian migrants. Does the administration view that as an appropriate tactic? Can you speak to that? There are people who are upset about it.
Yeah, understandably so. Can't imagine what context would make that appropriate. I don't think anyone seeing that footage would think it was acceptable or appropriate.
Why don't you fix the border and then none of this has to happen? But you're still not understanding, so let me show you again. In one of the videos, you see a border patrol agent whipping his rein around like this, and y'all went nuts. Oh my God! Oh, he's about to whip somebody. Horses are prey animals, so they move away from pressure. You're really not even supposed to use these that much to steer a horse. They're used the most to stop a horse. If you want a horse to move left, you kick in your right spur and it will move away from pressure and go that way. But sometimes, if a horse hasn't been ridden a long time, if it's green, meaning it wasn't taught a lot of stuff, sometimes it needs that little extra boost. That little extra, hey, I'm on top of you, I'm making the calls, pay attention. So, if your spur in its side isn't working, you can put something next to its head that's moving that causes more pressure and basically says, hey, wake up, I got my foot and my spur in your side, I want you to go left. That's why he did that. They're not usually doing this at the border, so they're probably a little out of practice by how screwed up it is right now. Here's the other part, bonus information for everybody who thinks that they can talk about this stuff and have no clue. This would never be how you whip somebody. This You're using your wrist. That's pretty much all you have in this situation to be able to hit somebody with it. I'd do this on my leg all day long. It doesn't hurt. Now, if I took it like this and did an overhand swing, yeah, then it's a whip. Then it's gonna hurt pretty bad. But you have no momentum using your wrist going like this. So cut the whipping crap out. The reins. I mean, once y'all understand this, I bet y'all are gonna go after the guy's leggings or chaps. I mean, there's probably gonna be people out there who are gonna be like, I don't know where that leather came from, but they shouldn't be doing that to those animals, to be just making things to cover their legs with. This is so dumb. I mean, they're being asked about this in the White House. Focus on something that matters. Why isn't there being questions asked in the White House? Something like, why are you worried about our border patrols working their entire lives away on horses trying to round up the people that y'all can't keep out? Why don't you explain that? But no, it's, oh my God, there's guys on horses, so they must be racist. I get it. It's 2021. Most of the people on the left think horses are unicorns. All good. But if you don't know something about it, there's something called the Google. Look it up. Ask someone. But don't go straight back to, oh my God, it's slave times again. My God.